Hey, what up, everybody? This is Stevie Breach coming to you with the recap of the Cowboys and Eagles game, which was the late afternoon game here on Fox in Sacramento. That's the game that I watched. It was a very fun, very exciting game. I really thought this was going to be the game of the week. It was either going to be this or the Packers versus the Seahawks game, which is going to be coming up at 6 o'clock on the nightcap. It's going to be a fun one. I'm guessing that, especially with the on-demand, there's going to be a lot of people watching the Seahawks game and then flipping over and watching Night of Champions once this one's all said and done. Should be a real good shootout. I couldn't pick against the Seahawks. I thought there was no way in the world they were going to start their season by losing 2 games in a row. But you know, when it gets down to it with the Eagles and the Cowboys, you know, both teams played a good game. The Eagles really couldn't stop the run. The Eagles really couldn't complete a pass. You know, late in the third quarter, might have even been at the start of the fourth, when DeMarco Murray was running the ball and he jumped over to the Cowboys defender, just flat out leapfrogged him, then, you know, continued to run downfield, and then once he was bumped out of bounds, you know, it was grabbed by the kicker and was given an additional 15-yard penalty. You know, I really thought that was going to be a real big game changer. I mean, Dez Bryant came into this game injured, not being able to play. Cowboys got the news that maybe, you know, he was going to be out longer than originally expected. This was supposed to be an injury where he was supposed to be about 6 to 8 weeks. Now it's coming out today that he's going to be out 10 to 12 weeks. You know, the Cowboys without Dez Bryant is a real big game changer. You know, I'm sure that a few of those guys might have been down, like, oh man, what the fuck are we going to do? We traded for this wide receiver from the Raiders, but you know, he is, you know, one of the best guys. I mean, he went through the whole offseason wondering if they were going to be able to work out a deal for him to come back to the Cowboys, and it would have been a real big game changer for him if he wasn't able to do it. But Tony Romo goes down. Not really sure if it's the shoulder or a returning injury with the collarbone, but this is a big shock. You know, your backup quarterback is Brandon Weeden. He had some success with the Cleveland Browns, but that's the Cleveland Browns. That's not the Dallas Cowboys. But you would think with those two guys down that the Eagles would rally around, you know, 2 big stars and the Cowboys being out, but Sam Bradford, you know, I was really on this guy's train. I really thought that with him behind the Chip Kelly offense, he was really going to be able to gun that ball out, you know, the gun and run and everything like that, you know, that Chip Kelly's brought over from Oregon. I thought this was going to be a success, but my buddy Bobby said it right after the Romo injury and the announcement that he was going to be out, of basically saying, hey, Cowboys, we'll trade you Bradford for a 5th-round pick. That's just about the way I see it, man. You know, maybe Bradford isn't going to work out there. I don't think he's going to be the long-term solution, but the Cowboys are going to win this one. We're going to have to see how their season changes. They say that they're not going to evaluate Tony Romo until after the flight home and he's in Dallas. So look for the word early tomorrow or maybe even on Tuesday about how long Romo is going to be down. I believe they lost Romo for 10 to 12 weeks off the top of my head when he you know, broke his collarbone. So we're going to see, you know, what happens with this Cowboy team. No Romo, no, it's Dez Bryant. I'm sure a lot of people are going to be changing their pick about them not being able to win the NFC East.